Oh,
There should be there's a record in the like corner.
yeah,
It's recording.
Yeah, it looks like it is.
It says recording.
If you're not the host, and I was
Yep.
like, yeah. Anyway, okay. So we're recording. Phase 2. So did everybody kind of look through the stuff and see like how things are changing a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you recalculate your plans? Because
No.
you need to do that because mine went to plan B. It was at plan A in the beginning. And
Oh.
all for that, whatever is going to give me more food. I'm good. That's fine. But you might want to go through and see. And I think that has to do with that we're probably going to be doing some more heavy lifting stuff. I can't imagine this is going to get any less intense. So they haven't uploaded the workouts yet, have they?
I don't think this morning, but they might have since then.
Let's check and see. I've got my handy. Oh my gosh! Ever since I opened up this tablet with the on-demand, because I just did it on my computer, but I've been doing it from this tablet. Oh, it's so nice. The app is so nice. Okay, let's see. No, it's not.
How did that happen?
I have a feeling that it'll be uploaded tomorrow. We'll get to see what's going to go on. But my guess are the workouts are going to be harder. Obviously, cardio flow is going to be harder because it's going to be longer. Then other than that, yeah, you need to go through and calculate and relook at your brackets again because you might need to readjust how many containers you're having. And just, to be clear, we have to follow the things the way it's read, the way it's written. Like, we're not going to outsmart it. Like, I know that it seems like if you're supposed to eat more, maybe if you eat less, it's going to work better. And I know it doesn't work. We all know it doesn't work. So, I mean, for a while it'll work, but then you're going to feel like crap because you're working out really hard. I mean, and then if you're like Melissa, who's doing like a run and an extra workout, and she better be eating all of her stuff. I need to like make sure. If you're listening, Melissa, eat all your stuff. And then the other thing too, like we've got the new refeed days, and we'll go through all that in a second. I can screen share and we can kind of scroll through it together or something. But I started looking at it and I freak out. I've got like, moderation or addiction issues or whatever, where like if I saw that we were going to be allowed to have white flour stuff and I started panicking, like, no, I can't. I saw the pretzels. I'm like, yes, I want pretzels. And then I said to Charles this morning, like, I can't have a bag of pretzels sitting there. Like, and more weeks and I can't touch those, right? Then I thought of mini bags of pretzels, so that might work. But my mind started negotiating about how, well, I could just do brown rice instead of white rice, and I could do wheat this instead of that. And then I'm like, no, that is, they put it there for like a science reason, not for like a cheat reason. It's not there so that we can have a hamburger bun and feel good about ourselves. They really are trying to put like the high glycemic stuff in there so that we really can kill it on leg day. So I'm gonna follow it the way it's written. That's what we're all gonna do. So make sure you look at your plans, figure out how many containers you have of each thing. The containers don't change outside of the refeed day. We'll go through that and look at that. But other than that, it's the same. Now, something I've been mentioning in the post, and we've kind of touched on it before, but it was something that I didn't know for a long time, is that those food lists are there obviously for examples, but they're also ordered in according to how nutritious and how nutrient dense something is all the way down. And so you'll see like that chicken breast is up there at the top along with sardines. Has anybody ever eaten sardines?
Yes, I have.
I'll never eat them again.
I think they're good.
I haven't tried them.
I'm like, well, I better do this. So how am I going to do this? I think I better eat sardines. I haven't bought any yet, but I'm like, how do I look online? Like, how do I eat these sardines and make them like, delicious? Or they have bones in them? I don't know. So,
yeah, I think you just eat the whole thing.
Yeah, it has little bones.
Yeah.
And you eat them. Most people eat them on crackers.
Yes.
Serious, bizarre.
You can't do.
No.
Day.
Yeah, I can't have them on crackers when I line them up in celery. That's not a bad idea.
Oh.
How about that for a food post for prospective like challengers? Like, look at the food we eat. It's so great. Well, okay, so that's the thing with those lists. So I noticed that the last phase, I didn't do terribly except for overeating a lot of peanut butter and maybe eating it in the middle of the night. But is that my speaker? No? Okay. Anyway, I just want to make sure I'm not like ruffling I'm on the bed. So anyway, I want to make sure that I am eating from the top of the list because a lot of the things I was eating I noticed were down at the bottom, like cottage cheese, and some of the things that aren't quite as good as maybe some of the top of the list. So that's something to keep in mind when you're looking at your stuff, especially if you're not super stoked on your results. Always go back to whatever's happening with your food. Look at that, see if that kind of thing. Maybe your speaker is covered a little. Where is the dang speaker?
You might have to lift it up. I think if it's sitting on the bed, you might be covering it with a blanket.
Is it better since I picked it up?
Nope.
Okay, well, that's not good. I'll just bring it even closer to me.
There you are.
All right. Okay, so yeah, check that out and look at that. Like I said, especially if you're having any trouble with your, if your results aren't feeling like what you want them to be, check the list. See if all of your foods are falling in the bottom, maybe that's part of it. Maybe it just needs to, I feel like I'm so close now. Maybe it just needs to, do that. Okay, let's open it up. Do you guys want me to screen share it? Or do you want us to just walk through it without looking at it? Because we can keep looking at each other, or I can bring it up and we can look at it on the computer.
Let's screen share it. I'd like to see it.
Okay, let's do that. And I know
Question.
Go ahead.
Who has weighed and knows where they're going to fall in the brackets for phase 2?
I have calculation, but I'm pretty sure it's probably the same.
Well, let's run through Justice's and yours, Amy, and let's find them, because I think that it wouldn't be a bad thing for everybody who's watching later to know where we're at. Also, do us a massive favor, you guys. I want to hear like all of your results once you've weighed and measured, whether they're huge or not. I don't care. Send me a message with a quick. Or post it in the group. Maybe we'll put a little post up so you guys can comment and say where you're at, what changed, how you're feeling, what you're struggling with. Okay.
Okay.
Kind of, anonymously share some of your results. All right. So what was I looking for here? Oh, a calculator. Because that's not my strong suit. Right. All right. So let's open up the thing here.
97.
What has everybody been struggling with? Is there anything that you guys would say? Hold on, I'm going to find it and then I'll screen share it. What's been the hardest thing so far?
I know with me, mine's been the timed eating has been hard, just because every day my schedule is different.
Yeah,
That's been hard to really figure that part out.
Yeah, I noticed that yesterday when I went to go work out at night, or when I was thinking about it during the day, okay, when am I going to need to eat? I realized I hadn't really looked at those sample, the way that they have it so that, for if you work out in the evening, do it this way, or if you work out in the morning, do it this way. I'd only really looked at it if you work out in the first part of the day way,
Mm-hmm.
So I think that checking that out would definitely help. And then I think we're going to get better at that as we go. Like the more days we have that fall into different times, the better we'll get at knowing where to put them. But the timing was definitely tough.
Yeah.
Let me ask, are you tracking what you're eating each day and the time that you're eating it?
I haven't been tracking the time. I've been tracking what I've been eating, but not necessarily the time. And maybe I'll start doing that with things too.
It's helpful to do that. I've got some serious OCD that happens, but it's kept me so much on track. I've got this little notebook, and so every day I start off with my first my pre-workout meal, which is always my shake because it's early morning.
Right.
And I write down the time and my containers and what I had. So then I know I can follow it throughout the day, engage when I need to have my next meals, and keep them spaced out a little closer to what they're supposed to be. Sometimes I run over because our day is long.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting the 8 hours of sleep she wants, but
I never do that either.
it helps us to have those times written down.
That's really good.
At least for me.
That's a great idea.
Justin has a really good format. We can always share the one we use.
Oh,
He created one for us.
Yeah, we did a custom. Can you guys hear me?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. We did a custom made one because, like, obviously with me being in school and like now working and stuff, we change it up every single day. So we have like a schedule for when we work out in the morning. We have one when we do a modified schedule for Wednesdays, and then we have a midday and a night. And all of it's modified, but it also still follows the guidelines of every 2 to 3 hours.
Will you guys share that?
Let
in
me
the
run
group?
down and
That would
grab
be
it.
so
I'll run down and
helpful.
grab it.
That would be
I
amazing.
have it, so just give me a second.
Yeah, that's awesome.
On our planning day, I just went through the times and I was like, you know what, I'm not going to be able to follow these exact things, so I'm going to have to modify the heck out of it.
Yeah, it's true. And Charles and I's schedules are like that too. They're all over the place. I mean, they're different every day, and then from each week, they're different each week. So it's like, it's hard to get like a set thing going for that.
Yeah, ours are different every day. Like 1 week it could be like on a Monday we're doing a morning workout, like, or the next week then it'll be we have to do it at night. So yeah.
That makes sense. I mean, it makes sense to make it a little chart like that. Gosh, you guys are so good. You know how hard it is for Jen to have to work so closely with me for this whole last 2 years, where she just and I'm like, that's cool, sure, let's.
I'm thinking, like, I was when I.
Your screen throws on the best.
Oh yeah.
I wish I had a good picture of that. Okay, so is it printed?
Yes.
Like he laminated, sent it on. Well, yeah, it's printed.
Wow.
And he laminated them so you guys could write in. Oh.
Yes,
Yeah.
Dry erase board.
Is that a file, like a PDF that you could upload to the group?
Yeah, I can save it as a PDF and share it in the group. I just did it up in Google Docs.
And then, yeah, I think that if you do it in files, does it have to be a PDF? Does anybody know that? Because I think from the coach side, Justice, you can upload it as a file. I think it might.
Yeah. I mean, even if I don't think it matters. I could do it as a PDF, or I could do it even as like just a picture and upload it that way.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's talk.
So
about
I'll look into it once I get home, so I have my laptop.
Okay, perfect. Well, that's good. That's a great idea because that will help us fill in. Okay, I need these containers here, these containers here, these containers here, and then we'll be able to check them off as we go. That's great. There are also those tracking sheets available in the program materials, and the back of the end of the each plan has like a tracking sheet you can print out. I think I might print some of those out too, just to try it. Yeah, that one exactly. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we do those and write in for our meals.
We write our meals on there, so we know this is laminated too.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
That should be a prize for next week. A laminated package from the master plan.
Honestly, laminators at Target are $20.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's the cheapest. That was the cheapest one.
That's life-changing.
More expensive one.
Wow.
But if you have OCD, this helps.
All right, I'm going to screen share this, and then let's figure out. Let's do Justice's first. First of all, Justice, which plan do you think you're in?
Sorry, I put myself on mute while I was driving. I think I'm still going to be in Plan B.
Plan B. B, like as in boy?
B as in boy.
All right. Well, let's do the math. All right. All right. So I've got it on the phase 2 calculations thing here. So let's do, what's your current weight? I remember. I looked at.
163.8.
Oh my gosh! Should I put the 0.8 in? Do you think that's gonna? Let's try it.
Yeah, because you know that 0.4 for me shot me up into plan
Right.
D.
Right. So we multiply it for phase 2 times 11. And then that gives us the caloric baseline of 1801.8. And we need to add 600 calories, which gives us 2401.8. And then subtract 550. Okay, so that gives us 1851.8. So let's go down here. That puts you in plan C. Okay? See what I mean, guys? It's a little bit off from what we kind of are estimating, I think, because of the last one. Okay. Amy, did you just go through that with yours too?
Yeah, I'm I'm still in plan A.
Oh, you tiny little thing.
Oh man, I wish I could go to plan B.
You
How
know
far
what?
are you from plan B?
Huh?
How many calories are you from plan B?
Let me see. I think it's showing I'm at 1452 is my calories I'm supposed to be at.
Pretty close to, like, I would say in that case, for anybody who's listening, I'm going to list. I believe Autumn is going to be posting a video in the coach group. I haven't seen it yet. Hi, Z. I haven't seen it yet. I stopped checking about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, so it might be up right now. But she's going to talk about how to figure out whether you're in maintenance or whether you're in loss or whatever. And that might affect how that goes. Because I don't know that you might not be trying to lose a lot of weight, right? So, because you're pretty small. You might be wanting to build some, shredded muscles or whatever. So when we go through that, when I get that video, I'll look through it and see if that's going to affect, like, if for maintenance, you need to add anything on there. Jen, do you know anything about that?
She has said several times that really there aren't a lot of people who should be in plan A for this program, just because if you are giving 100% in your workouts, then you need the fuel, and plan A just does not give you enough to sustain that.
Right.
That could be why I'm starving and I feel like I have like massive cravings, like so bad.
Yes. You are working really hard.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you're a runner too, right?
Yes, I mean, I've worked out for so many years, so I have to think I have some muscle there too. So it's like, I just don't know, if it's enough calories for me or not. I don't know.
It's not enough calories.
Yeah, I almost suggest
you should definitely be in at least
B.
Why don't you start in plan B?
Okay.
And see how it goes.
And then you give it 2 weeks.
Give it 2 weeks?
Yeah, try it for a couple weeks.
Okay.
And then kind of revisit and see how you're feeling. We'll check all. We're all going to stay really on track with this. So I think it's going to help for us to talk about these kind of things in the feed, in the group, if we can, because other people that might be being quiet about stuff or maybe are struggling and they don't want to say anything because they see people doing really well. They're going to need to hear some of these things that, they might be struggling with too. So
yeah.
I think that would explain a lot about why you feel so starving. I mean, bare bones. I mean, super bare bones. So
yeah, I know.
Even in this next phase, because if we look at, let's see here, where's the? I think.
Well, the workouts are going to get more intense too. It sounds like.
Yep. Right. I mean, I can only imagine, you guys. I don't think they just like eased us in on the hard part, right?
Right.
So let's go back. Let's see. I think I need to go back here.
So was that 1450 for maintenance or weight loss, Amy?
For me, let's see. What do I do for weight loss? Am I supposed to do a different calculation?
Yeah,
Let me see.
I didn't see. Then subtract 550 from it.
Oh, so
by 50?
Oh,
no, 550.
Oh, yeah. I did the 550. Sorry, so that's maintenance, right?
No, that's weight loss.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So let me go back.
You just do your
add
weight.
That 550 back.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that would put me in plan B.
Okay.
Okay.
I was thinking I had to do the whole thing.
Oh no, you stop at where you
Unless I was wanting to do weight loss. Is what.
right. But
Right.
you should not be doing that, especially if you're running also. And
I'm not running with this program. I've just like I normally run all the, that's like my normal exercise. Well, and weights, but with this program, I've just been kind of sticking to this. So, yeah.
That's
you should
probably good.
definitely be in B.
Okay, cool.
So anybody who's listening to that, if you are trying to maintain your weight but get more shredded, get more muscle, stop at this calculation right here. Don't go on to the minus 550. If you've got weight to lose still, then minus that 550. All right. And then that way everybody ends up in the right spot. Okay, so once we've determined which plan we're in, then we're going to go hop over. What would you guys prefer to look at first? Do you guys want to look at, should we look at plan B for the sake of like, let's see here, because very few people are going to end up in plan A. All right, let's look at plan B first. The only thing that's going to change with these is the amount of containers. And so we can look at, where we can look at the different amounts, but let's just look at this for the sake of, checking things out.
I get a yellow at dinner now. Yay.
Right? 3 yellows. That's a big difference. I'm sorry, but that yellow is a big difference.
Uh-huh.
Woo! All right, so for phase 2, I believe if I looked at it right earlier, the only thing that really changes is the refeed day, right? Mm-hmm. Everything else, it's the same plan, but when you recalculate, you might be in a different bracket. All right. So I think that because the calculation was a little different, but the base part of the plan is the same. The only thing that changes is that now every 2 weeks before leg day, we're going to do, like they said, the high, the additional carbs to, replenish the glycogen stores so that you can work out harder and get better results. And like they say up here, it's not a cheat day, which is what I have to keep telling myself because my mind, goes to that like, oh, we're flying off the rails and we're eating friggin' hamburger buns. What is going on here? Okay, so refeed day. Here is the example for the early morning workout, right? They have us doing these supplemental yellows. Look how many there are on that day.
Woo-wee.
That is 5 for plan B.
Wow.
7.
What, you get 7? Holy smokes, dude.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's going to be nice.
I almost feel like it's going to be harder to get everybody to commit to doing this day, right? Like
I'm scared.
I feel like that's going to be more challenge than telling everybody not to eat on the other days. So I'm going to repeat that this is there for a reason, and we all need to just listen to it and do it, okay?
Okay.
So over here, they have kind of an example of what that day can look like. And basically what's happening is they're adding in, a white flour waffle. Oh, no.
And you get more fruit.
Yes, you do.
Okay, hold on. It's making me, all right. Well, actually, you know what? We might be okay with 10 minutes because this is basically what we need to cover. So if not, we'll start another meeting. All right. Yeah. And here we go again. Post-workout meal. They're having a freaking hamburger. I want to move my balloon to that. Like, that's what I think. And then here, I know I'm not gonna. And then here is the pretzels that I was dying over and white pasta. Okay.
Wow.
All right. So this is basically where phase 2 is changing the most. It looks like down below. Oh, and then deplete day. Now this is for phase 3, isn't it? Okay, so we're not even going to get into that. Let's not overload ourselves here. The refeed let me go to the refeed list, because that is gonna, blow your mind a little bit here if you haven't already looked at it.
Chocolate graham crackers.
I know, and notice where it's at. I just want to point out to everybody that it's at the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
Rules apply here, guys. It's okay. It's on the list, but remember, friggin' grits are up at the top. Give me a break.
Ew.
Drop down a couple here. I'm just not that Southern.
No.
Oh my God, Rice Krispies. Oh my gosh, I
I
can't.
know.
A baguette. That's
French baguette. One slice, a 2-inch, one slice.
nice, and I will just savor. I get 5 of them that day, for gosh sake.
Oh, that's true. Good point.
That baguette's going to go pretty well with that white pasta. Oh, wait, no. See, I'm already like screwing it up. So make sure that your yellows come from here. Don't do what I was doing and thinking about how I can put the regular yellows this day, okay?
That's me too.
Is this happening not this week, but next week, right? Or
I think it's next week.
Oh, not the week we're going into.
No, it's the 21st.
Right, because we're going to be in week 5 next week, correct?
Mike put it on the calendar for me. He's so
Already
excited.
week 5, yeah, Monday.
Big fireworks stickers.
A big refeed, exclamation, exclamation.
Okay, well, and that means that I'm guessing our leg day is going to be intense. I'm going to stop sharing this. Unless there is anything else you guys want to ask any questions about meal stuff that you've had any problems with. I know the Shakeology base, for anybody watching this, I've got a lot of questions about the milks. They're all down here on the food list in Shakeology bases. That'll tell you where you need to be for that, okay? Okay, so let me stop this for a second. Who's using Performance? Basically all of you guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm using Recover. I'm not doing
Performance. I mean the Performance line.
not the whole thing. Okay, yeah.
Well, there's Recharge too at night.
Yeah.
I'm getting mixed reviews on Recharge.
Okay.
The Matsuokas do not like it. Jen says it's a nice.
The what
I
doesn't?
don't like it.
Yeah, Stephanie doesn't like it. Justice doesn't like it. Jen says it's all right.
It's okay. The texture is a little weird, but
That was my problem.
I
I
like
can't get
having that kind of free meal at the
Right.
end of the day because
Oh.
dinner's early and we don't go to bed until 9:30, 9 o'clock. And at that point, I'm thinking it's time to eat again.
And it makes you less sore, right?
Yes, because I can't have bananas, and so anything that I can get in that will help with the muscle cramps and the soreness. Then
So I'm gonna order it because I'm gonna steal Stephanie's.
There you go. Like, no, you're
Like,
ordering it.
I
We're gonna mail it.
Because I think we're gonna find out tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be freaking brutal. And I have not been not sore since we started. So if it's gonna give me like even a little teeny bit of enjoyment from some sort of sweet and sore, then we're gonna do it. Charles is anxious to try it too, so we're gonna try it. Charles is back. You guys want to say hi? Hold on. Look, Charles. He was getting our chicken and our spinach, you know.
Oh yeah.
He didn't buy what? A donut? Oh my gosh, you guys. He went to Joe's and he did not buy a donut.
Oh man.
Wow.
Can we just give him a round of
That,
applause?
that is willpower.
Wow. He is going to bake a pie with his ears.
Joe's is the best.
So good.
So good.
Okay, so anyway, I just wanted to check and see for the people that aren't using the Performance line that might be listening to this, well, why aren't you? And second, there is a list about how you can eat without it, you know, or how it looks, how the example looks without it. I can tell you that if I don't have Recover on the days we don't use it, I am sad, and I am so glad that I'm using it.
Me too.
I'm not saying that it's just like the rep either. It's you guys know. Everybody knows. It's good.
It's so good.
So good. It helps with the chocolate cravings for me.
Yes. Yes.
I was like scooping my finger in the glass today.
Yes. Cocoa. It's
Yeah,
so good.
it's good.
Pretty soon I'll be adding like 1 ounce of water and making it like a
Yeah.
Shake out of it.
did you see Deanna did that the other day?
No.
She made it really thick and then poured it over a sliced half a banana
Oh,
That's your fruit, and that's your recover.
Just drink
good
it.
idea.
I think she did
And
it
she
with
just
steak
ate
on
it with a fork, with a spoon.
Oh my
Yum.
God.
Do it with the
My mind is
with
blown.
cover.
I'm going to take my tiny teaspoon of peanut butter and add it to that mix.
Yes.
That'd be good.
So measure your stuff. I know it's a ton of containers, but I know how you can fix that. You know, if you're not already a coach, order another challenge pack and become a coach. That way you can be a coach and get your discount. And you'll have extra containers because I'm using a ton of those right now. But measure, because it will make a difference. What else do we need to go over, guys? Anything? We've got 4 minutes. What do we have to go over?
I just want to say, make sure you're being truthful in figuring out your bracket for phase 2.
Yes.
Even if you are 2 calories above that division line, there is no on the border. You're in one or you're in one. And don't think you need to slide to the bottom one because it's going to get you better results, because it's not. You're just going to be sacrificing your results because you're not going to be getting enough fuel for what you should be pushing your body to do.
Right.
This is not a pansy ass like program that we're doing. This is like real. We've done Body Beast. Half of the people on this screen have done Body Beast, and it is almost as challenging, but almost worse in a way because of the cardio. I mean, this is a pretty intense program, and I'm almost up to where I was weight-wise in Body Beast. I mean, I haven't got to the 30s yet, but.
Is Body Beast just strictly weightlifting?
Yeah.
There's one cardio day, and it's
Okay.
horrible, but
It's lame.
Sounds lovely.
I think you would really like it. Siggy,
Yeah.
Siggy
It's
is
the best.
at first you're like, he is so like Hans and Franz. I want to pump you up. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I love him. Like I do love Siggy. Anything else? I'm trying to think of what else. You guys are doing great. Well, let's just say that. And I know we keep telling you that, but you're really this is hands down our most successful group because everybody was committed. Like everybody knew what they were getting into, and they weren't just going to try it.
Yeah.
They were going to do it, and you guys are crushing it. It's all in that mental decision to do it. And I think that you have made such a huge impact on how I've been doing at it. I mean, I've never pushed myself so hard in cardio. I hate cardio that way. And that day that Jen called herself out for the high knees and the half doing cardio, I was like, that's what I'm doing too.
I hate cardio.
Seeing you guys come home from work and doing your workouts, that's all amazing.
Yeah.
We're going to get booted off. This was not long enough, you guys. We should probably do this maybe once before end of phase 2. Don't you visit it in 2 weeks?
2 weeks would be good. Make sure everybody is feeling good and doesn't need to adjust their bracket.
Let's do that in 2 weeks. We'll do it again, and let's ask lots of questions and post lots of things. Post all of your stuff, your results in the group for this phase. Make us so happy and excited, not just in your little personal thing, in the actual feed. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for being here.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.